Alright guys, so we're on our way back. The AC is putting out a little light, cool air, which is fine. As long as I keep the truck at a high speed. Let me bring this down. If I keep the vehicle at a high speed, it's pushing more air. The fan is probably dead, so the air is coming in because it's open to the outside. If I push the button for recycle, there's no air at all coming in, so that means the fan is dead. So that means that sensor is not working. Gotta replace that. So here's a view of the desert. And it already feels like it's in the 80s. I've had this gadget for the longest time. It blocks the sun, and it helps a lot because the sun is hitting on this side. And I've had that since I used to go hunt with the Blazer. It still works. Okay, so it's right now it's going to be 9 pretty soon, 9 o'clock in the morning. Full tank. I clear the mileage, and then I'm going to fill up again when I get home to find out exactly what kind of mileage I'm getting on a flat straightaway instead of going up and down the mountains. That kills the mileage. So we'll see what we're gonna get. All right, see you on the next one. So I'm driving down the highway, and I'm thinking, you know, before leaving, I didn't check the bolt on the hitch because it's kind of short. I want to make sure it was tight. So I got off here. There's a sign that says elk for the next 40 miles. And there's a viewing area. And there he is. You heard it? So I'm checking the bolt, and there he is, bugle. He's in the trees. He's back in those trees there. I try to pick him up with the binoculars, but he's pretty well hidden. But he bugles every few minutes. And then when the traffic, sometimes, you know, you don't hear it. So one time I came through here, and there was 150 elk in this field, which is very high right now. They usually have something growing. They got crops, so right now it's just, I don't know if this is hay to be cut, possibly, because I see that they're watering over there. So it's probably a hay field. And also, on the other side also, there's a river over there, and they go over there and they drink. I don't know how they cross over. I think I seen on the fence. I seen an opening somewhere a while back. But yeah, there's elk. A couple of 100 yards from here. All right, let's continue later. Well, there goes my mileage, my fuel mileage. I've been cruising nice and steady, getting about 13 and a half or a little bit more than that, but not with this hill. And I already passed one that was almost as steep as this one. But I was getting pretty good mileage considering what I'm towing and hauling. So I've traveled, let's see, 150 miles, and I only spent a quarter and a half. That's not bad. It looks like a quarter and a half. So I'm giving these people easy passing lane, and they're not taking their time to do it because I'm gonna cut in. They need to pass. So still in the desert, and it's gonna be like this throughout the whole, almost until I get home. desert. It'll kill you. All right, later. Well, more desert. Look at this. As far as the eye can see, it goes forever. Now, in the mid to late 80s, these power lines were attached to the metal towers that you see there, but apparently they were old, and they decided to install new towers made out of pipe. So it was like a tube, very, very wide, very thick. It looked like it was very well made. And they installed these towers, these tube towers, all the way down the line that you see here. And then one day I drove by, and the towers were being replaced again by these, I think they're either ale bracket or just flat, because apparently being that this is such a wide open space, the wind kicks up here very, very strong, and it knocked down some of these towers that they had up, that they installed, and it brought the power down. I mean, they were cemented and everything. When I saw them, I said, they look like they're solid. They look like they're pretty well made. But apparently, the wind here kicked so hard, it just blew so hard that it just knocked them down. Not all of them, but some of them. And the engineers probably said, well, we're going to have to go back to the old-fashioned see-through type, that they can take the wind better. And then they added these other big ones between the small ones there, probably putting a lot more energy, more power through there. So this area, it's been empty since forever. I've seen signs for sale, dirt cheap kind of thing, and nobody's buying it because there's nothing here. There's probably no water either. So why we want to live in the middle of nowhere? One day we're going up to the mountains hunting. A friend of mine was with me, and it was about 12 o'clock at night, and we noticed on the side of the road here on the way going back there were hundreds of cottontail right on the edge of the road, just hanging out, you know. And I'm going, whoa, what's all these rabbits doing here? And apparently it was cold. The desert got really cold, and since the road absorbs the heat during the day, and the rabbits will come to the edge of the road to keep warm. At first I saw it, I thought, well, maybe there's some coyotes up there hunting the rabbits, but there were so many. There were hundreds. I mean, hundreds. Never seen that before or since. And it was very curious. And they were young. They were well, the cottontails, they always look young. They look small. They're small. They're not like the jackrabbits. So, and I always remember when I come through here, because it's a very unusual thing to see. It's one of those things that happens and you never see it again. So imagine that there are rabbits out there. I don't know what they live on, what do they drink, but I don't know why I never seen so many rabbits huddled up together like that. Okay, so let me sign off. Later. Okay, so finally got out of the desert. I'm on the freeway going down the mountain here. It's a little foggy today out here. Oh man, I'm tired. So now, gotta get the quad back in the garage and start doing some, well, tomorrow. I'm not doing nothing today. I'm done. Just take out the stuff, the food and whatever, so it doesn't spoil, and tomorrow start doing the repairs on the cabinet and I gotta find out about the air conditioning. When I was going through this small town in the desert, they had a lot of lights, traffic lights. So, and I was hitting a lot of the reds. So when the truck stops, there's no air coming in, no air, because the air conditioning fan is not working. So the now moving in the freeway, it's getting a nice breeze. The AC is working, so it's pushing the air in from the outside, and that's the only way I can keep the windows closed. Otherwise, I will have to drive with the windows open all the way. And it's 100 degrees out here. So yeah, back to civilization and back to traffic. Look at that. Alright guys, I'm gonna do one more video when I get to the gas station and fill up, and then do the calculations on the mileage, and that will be it. Alright, later. Okay, made it home, and a pleasant surprise, the gas is $5.09 over here. It's cheaper. So let's see how much gas we're gonna spend. Oh, I'm pooped. But still expensive. Look at this, 11 gallons, 12 gallons, 62 bucks. You know, we gotta go back down to 239, 240 to make it reasonable. All right, let's see what happens when I fill up. Well, the numbers are not that good. 11.45. That means that those uphills that I had to step on it and pass semis and all that, that's where it took the gas. If it was straight flat, I would have been getting about 13 and a half. At one point I got a 13.85, almost 14. That's not bad. But I had to pass those vehicles, and especially going uphill. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.